Do you feel like there is a decline in Cantonese, and does this language has a future? Because it seems like more and more people trying to master Mandarin. It's good for the business. There's more people traveling to mainland China. I don't see that much foreigners
Yeah,
learning Cantonese.
there
That's why
was.
what you're doing is very unique.
Yeah, but I
That's pretty
feel
cool.
like a couple of years ago, it was like that when I came to Guangzhou back in 2012. I remember some group of university students tried to contact me because they found out that I was
You're
Cantonese
famous for speaking
enthusiast. Well, I
Cantonese.
wasn't famous for speaking Cantonese yet, but they knew I was interested in that. And I asked them, like, what's the idea about behind this whole movement? And they said, oh, it's because Cantonese is not supported as a as an individual language.
Mhm.
So the Mandarin is being pushed. So we want, as local Cantonese people, we try to promote
To
it.
promote the language. But the problem with that is there's many people can master it, but what's the use of it, right? I mean, okay, I can learn it to promote the language, to save it. That's a very
Mhm.
good idea. But then if doesn't has big implementation, where I can actually use it in the environment and my company, then where is this language will go? It
Well,
will
it's part of people's identity, I guess. Like I bet in Russia, you guys also have like
dialects, you mean?
dialects in like local areas where, like,
Yeah, yeah.
back in Poland, we have in the
It's not as
south.
different, of course. It's not as different,
Yeah, but
but
in
yeah.
this, like in the south, we have mountains, and mountain people always tend to sound different
Hmm.
than people from other places in the country. So, and also in the north, we have the Kashep language, which is like not statistically not a lot of people speak it. But then again, you don't want to see it gone, because if you're one of those people that you feel like that's part of my identity, I don't want it. I don't want to see it gone.
Hmm.
And nowadays, I noticed that I think the government, Chinese government, is doing
Trying to
uh,
promote it.
it's really trying to promote Cantonese more. I'm not sure if that's the government initiative, or if some other parties do that. But I noticed a lot of like social media content, people promoting Cantonese, being all hyped up about it, and I feel it's pretty good.
And I have this feeling in the city, it's at least in Guangzhou, that if you speak Cantonese, you're a bro. You're a bro, because if you're like we are from the same neighborhood if we
Yeah,
can
but
speak
it's part of the
Cantonese.
reason why you don't want to see those languages gone. The Cantonese is just one example.
Exactly, exactly.
There's a number of languages in China that they're not mutually understandable dialects. They're just straight out different languages. And like Minan, I'm quite interested in Minan recently, because oftentimes I go to Fujian province, and I have friends there, and every time I go there, they always speak Minan, and it's completely different than anything I know. So I always sit there and I'm like, okay, I know two Chinese languages, still don't
Still
understand
don't
crap.
understand.